That's a pretty wicked shot. I have a funny feeling I'm going to like a horse crossing or something. Yeah, it's still going though. There's a blaze up there on that tree. Good morning. There's the lake. You see the tree? So hard to do. There you go. Having coffee on Twintree Lake. I am 65 kilometers from any discernible trailhead. All right. I haven't seen anyone in 3 days. I'm out in the middle of nowhere. Ugh, stupid bugs. Or is that a bug or what is that? It's gone now. My hair looks even better. And I'm having coffee on a day off in the backcountry. It's all right. Well, I just got a comment that this thing has given me, I think 6 charges, and it is just in the middle of the 6th charge, it went down to 3 lights instead of 4. That's an Anchor 20,000 amp. So I mean, 20,000 milliamps, 20 amp really. So yeah, even if I just get 5 charges out of the last 3, I have ample left for my, next 7 days, 7 charges. Now I've had one day off in the backcountry ever. This is pretty beautiful down here. For some reason they have a little cement slab here and one up there, and nothing is on either of them. So I think once upon a time someone thought a fire pit would go on them. But no, back to my point. I've had one day off in the backcountry, and I was at, shall we say, a functional site. Dolphus Hiker. It had a bear hang, a green throne, a place to put my tent, and some stumps and a fire pit. And that's all. I mean, it was function. It was not beautiful. This is pretty awesome. I mean, and I brought books. I knew, like tiny little books. I knew that I would have some day off. So I'm definitely going to spend some time down there just hanging out and reading. Be awesome too if I could figure out some back support. Like maybe I'll go lean up against one of these trees or something if I can find something even remotely comfortable. But I knew that I wouldn't. I knew that after Willow Creek I wouldn't see back support for a long time. So, and that's exactly what's happened. So it's a day off, so it's time to take stock. All right, I've already done a lot of it. I've been through all these bags and I pulled out all the garbage. Here I got a whole garbage bag, and I'm probably gonna take a lot of that and burn it in the fire. There's already some leavings here of people. And when you build things, you burn things and they have, well, this just didn't burn very well. That really didn't burn at all. When you burn things and they have like that kind of liner, like this, then that leaves a bit behind. So what I'll end up doing is I'll gather all that up and I'll pack it out. We're literally talking about like 2 or 3 ounces. That's all that's left of that liner. So, but it'll be good to, normally I try and reuse a lot of stuff, but I mean, this has got food all over the inside of it. I can't throw in, like it's, yeah. Anyway, I made sure I had enough food for the rest of my days. This is my food for today. All right, I got an extra hot chocolate, so I'm gonna eat that today. I'm gonna try and give my body everything it needs today, much as I can. There's my snack. There's my Cliff Bar. These clip bars, like almost everything is made out of plastic, but these ones here seem to be paper. And they're pretty good for fire starters. They will make a flame. There's my lunch, and there's my supper. Tonight it is pad thai, rice noodles with shrimp. And then I already had my coffee and my breakfast. Ibuprofen, I haven't really counted that, but I know I've been keeping to that schedule perfectly, so I know what I have left. I've been taking vitamin Centrum tablets, like multivitamin, and then I honestly don't even remember what those purple or burgundy ones are. I think they might be fish oil or something. I bought them for this backpack like a year and a half ago, and I thought I was going to do it last season, so, and normally I don't bother with those, but so yeah, I decided to bring them along on the Skyway. Why not? Oh yeah, there's whey protein too, but there's no way for me to measure that. I still have to have that today. Water tablets, I've already counted those. I've got 35 left? 34, I believe. So 4 liters a day, that's generally what I portion this out to be. And I've already made 2 liters down there. I've used some of it for the day. And I have, let's see, I've got 7 days left. 8 if you count today. So that's 4 per day, plus 2. I didn't think I'd be using these, but on day 2 I had a diarrhea, movement, and I was like, oh God, here we go. And that was enough to kind of scare me into starting to use those a lot more. I mean, aside from the fact that I saw a lot of beaver activity on Willow Creek and Wellborn Creek, and those were my first 2 stops. So I just thought, it doesn't hurt. And for the most part, I've been using them. Some really good creeks, like Twintree Creek, way up there, like before I got to the lake, I just drank and drank, right? I would just stop and grab my Nalgene, and then I would drink like an entire liter of water. But yeah, I'll be doing what I can to purify. I forgot to mention this guy too. I have 3 of these canisters. They were all totally full. I even have a little teeny tiny backup one that's maybe, it's about 100 grams instead of 230, and it's probably half full. So this thing, it made supper for me on day 1, and I think I might have made hot chocolate too. It is now day 7, and it made breakfast for me today. Plus, it did the 5 days in between. So day 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. And still going. I can still shake stuff up in there. I've even boiled water a few times for a few extra minutes just to try and get the jar out of it if there was any. So it's doing very well. I've definitely have enough fuel. I mean, I have 3 of these. I still haven't burned one off. Today is, the end of the day will be the halfway point of this trip. The other thing I got to think about today is body maintenance. Now, I get my knees and my feet in the water every day, twice a day, sometimes 3 times a day when I'm hiking. I haven't done that yet today. I'm actually steeling myself up for something much bigger. I'm going to go try to take a bath in the lake. As you can tell, I'm really looking forward to this. The lake is going to be nice and warm, and so it'll be fantastic. Yeah, because that's what happens in the mountains. Yeah, we'll see. And I'm going to try and put it on video. I promise. This is YouTube, not Pornhub. So I promise that there will be no, no parts that you don't want to see. It'll be blurred out. But, oh God, I'm going to do my best to take a bath out here in the backcountry. And the other thing is I got to stretch all day long. I got to stretch and stretch and stretch and just try to make things, try to get my muscles to calm down and just give them room to maneuver and just let them rest, right? That's all I can do. Can't really do anything else. All right, I got my books out. The sun is out, the sky is blue. I need to get down to that lake. So I got my toiletries bag. I've got, these are totally clean. This one has only been worn 1 day, and that's the best shirt I have. So I'm getting the cleanest stuff I have to put on. I'm also hanging everything up as best I can, right? I'm not even sure what this wood contraption was for, but hey, I'll use it. You want to make sure they're a little bit off the ground, right? Otherwise, because I'm going to leave, I'm going down to the lake and stuff, so otherwise porcupines just absolutely love anything with salt. They will definitely come get it. And for all I know, they can get up and get these anyway, but I'm taking advantage of any hook I can find. You know, that's my rain pants. There's my rain jacket. And I'm using a little tree down here for some underwear and one of my shirts. I would use the paracord, but I'm leaving, so I hung up my food. And that's the only paracord I brought, so. Okay, let's get down to the lake. I forgot to mention one thing with this is I better, you know, I'm really spreading myself around now. I better make sure, walk around and make sure I've got everything. I found a pair of underwear that didn't look cheap at Wellborn, and that's exactly what happens, man. People leave things out to dry and then they're left there for eternity until someone decides to take it or nature takes it. So yeah, and be careful with that. Hiking clothes are not cheap. Well, the problem with backcountry lakes is often they're a little bit sedentary. So you walk out and then you absolutely, you know, you sink like a good 2 inches and then it's very hard to walk, right? So I found a part that has a bunch of rocks, but this lake also doesn't get very deep. So, I mean, once I get to the end of rocks, I still have to walk a little bit or something. I probably can't even dive in by that point. You know, it might be up to my knees at best. So anyway, I've got my stuff here. I'm already too hot. I have my big jacket on. Looks like I'll be able to set up my camera on this rock. So that's nice because I won't have to haul a piece of wood over here. And even then, I don't know if a stump is going to do much better than this will. The shot's probably going to be crooked, but it's the best I can do. I don't bring a stand out here. So yeah. I'm feeling pretty damned exposed. I got my pack towel, I got my shampoo. Yeah. Even out here 65 kilometers from nowhere. I mean, out in the middle of nowhere, you're still used to wearing like 2 layers, 3 layers. So it's a little bizarre. I know no one's coming along for a while. I'd be, you know, well, maybe they've walked in from Chowan by now or from Bing, but you know, it's the backcountry and yeah. Okay, I've stalled, I think, long enough. Ugh, here we go. It's cold. I can't get myself to do it. Oh. Oh, I'm stuck. Ugh. You can do better than that. Go ahead, call me a wuss. But yeah. Holy crap. Yeah, that's the best I can do. My God. Well, I'll be happy I did that. Frankly, I already am. I mean, it's, you know, and now the sun's back out. It's refreshing. I mean, it's kind of painful, but it's refreshing. And look at this, beautiful. This is just fantastic. Oh. So I used my long sleeve shirt to dry myself. I don't have any kind of towel. All right, that's a big item to be bringing along. Even just a little pack towel, it's kind of a big item to bring along. I'm still hanging out, you know, in my birthday suit because the sun's out, and I'm just kind of letting it dry me off a little bit more, and it feels good. And I'm not getting bit by mosquitoes too much. So now I got this guy to deal with. These things are fine, you know, they got this little loop on them, and you can just hang it off the back of your backpack. And of course, I'm here all day, so I can just find a spot that's in the sun and dry it a bunch there. That's my little setup for my phone, of course. That worked out. This is just gorgeous here. Just fantastic. You know, yesterday, I don't like doing hikes like that because, you know, you saw how I was at the end of the day. It was, where's the lake? Where's the cabin? Where's the campground? Where the hell is the campground? You know, like, not really enjoying myself, just kind of trudging at the end. So that's why it's, you know, I'd much rather keep it to 12 to 15 kilometers and enjoy myself. Never had a camp look like this before. There's stuff everywhere. But it's a day off and get stuff done. I'm gonna go for a little walk. I've got my whey protein. Primarily I want to get everything, all the calories into my system today, but I feel like maybe I won't be able to do that just because, you know, I'm not working hard like I do most days. So, but this definitely I want to get in the protein, and I already have my breakfast, and I'll focus on the stuff that needs to be cooked. If I can't eat my protein bar and my fruit snack, I can just have that tomorrow, all right? It's 16 kilometer days, so if I have some extra snacks, there's nothing wrong with that. So I just entered the horse part of this campground. You know, I kind of have my tent set up in between the two. Yesterday I couldn't find the privy, but if you look just a little bit over here, there it is. It's a green throne. All right, there's a trail back here that I was following for a little while looking for the privy. So now I'm gonna go and check it out. Just to have a little fun. I'll follow the creek, see if I can't find something interesting. So this little trail back here, once upon a time, it was being taken care of by the parks or somebody, so that makes it a little more interesting. Kind of wondering if it joins up with the main trail, but I know the bridge over that creek is like 2 kilometers away, so it's a little hard to believe. Anyway, not bad. So this trail, I mean, it gets a little dim sometimes, but there are blazes, and it definitely like stays on this side of the swamp, where that one, I believe the trail currently is on the other side. That's a pretty wicked shot. I have a funny feeling I'm going to like a horse crossing or something. Yeah, it's still going though. There's a blaze up there on that tree. I kind of thought I'd come here and see some blaze over there. I'm supposed to cross here, where the horses would be anyway. This is nice. Just to go for a stroll. And, you know, just a nice little day hike. No big pack on my back, no worries about I gotta go somewhere or get somewhere. Yeah, it's nice. So I came out of the trees over here. I crossed a bunch of bog that nature had kind of tramped down. This is all the open field that goes all the way to the lake. So I go back, I think I might just go through this. I got my big boots on, so I don't care about if there's some swamp involved. Right now it's just nice grassland. But I'm still looking, I want to see where this trail, where else it goes. So I got to find a blaze in here to figure out where it is. Because anywhere you need a blaze, it's after you've gone through like a meadow, right? Well, I found a tramped down old goat trail, and this appears to be a blaze, even though it's damn old, so still going. Okay, now it looks like I've joined another trail. Trail that's even more prevalent. So I think this might be the main trail. I don't know. Okay, so according to my app, I am 1 kilometer away from the campsite. I think I'm gonna head up this trail because the bridge is another 1.2 apparently. So that would make like a 4 or 5 kilometer, 4.5 kilometer day hike I'm doing here. You just never know. I honestly expected this to be over in 20 minutes. I'd find, or the trail would peter out or something. So I'm gonna head up here. This is probably the main trail. And then I'll get up to that sign and we'll see what happens. I don't think there's very much doubt that I'm on the main trail. I'm above the meadow, or I was previously hiking below. I'm pretty sure this is exactly where the trail goes. So just head back to the sign now, the sign that points to the campground. Well, this trail is going down to the end of this meadow. And I found another little beaten up trail going down. So naturally, if I can find more trouble, I immediately go down and check it out. This is definitely another old trail, like it's obvious. I haven't seen blazes, but I think this is what happens. This is the trail you end up on if you keep going straight instead of, following that little arrow over to the that ancient camping sign, right? Well, I definitely can't find the trail anymore. I'm down to the meadow. Sometimes you find some interesting stuff. Like this is a ways. Campground's way over there. And we got one random chopped down tree. And then the main trail climbs up a ways and goes down there. So the main trail kind of sucks. So I think I'm gonna take the way that I explored. Why not? And that kind of goes out the back of camp. Like it's obviously a loop that used to exist. It used to be, I'm sure it was signed and taken care of way back in the day. In the 70s and 80s when everything was pretty amazing back here. Yeah. I'm back here. I never noticed that under that camping sign there's also kind of a blaze, and it also seems to be a bit of an arrow. I went off to the left. So, you gotta kind of find your way over this, which, with the big backpack, it's a lot easier over here. I think that's why I ended up left. Ugh. And then, yeah, the only knock on the campground is it's tough to find. There we go, I'm back where it told me to go. And there, see the blaze way over there? There you go. And there's some ribbon here too, but I can see, but it's so faded, it's not very visible. So about 3 kilometers, satisfied my curiosity. And I think I found a better way to go when I slap that big backpack on again tomorrow. This is an ironic book considering what happened a few days ago. And this is an ironic book considering that I'm on a 14-day backpack and I'm not ultralight. Yeah, whatever. I thought it could teach me a few new things. Can always learn more. Backpacking is an evolution. I am definitely getting better at fires. got rid of my garbage and even some other garbage that some people left here, so it's always a good thing. I'm pretty happy with that fire, and I left tons of starter and fuel around for whoever's next. So I don't have a saw or anything. I mean, you can see over there's a couple of trees on a thing that someone was sawing, but so I can only make a fire so big. But yeah, I was pretty happy with that one. I think I took my little lake bath about 5, maybe 6 hours ago at most. This thing is 95% dry. The sun hasn't even been out a lot of the day. They're totally worth the cash you spend for one of these pack towels. Well, you know you're getting restless when you start gathering firewood for like the next person's fire. Look at all the firewood that there is now. Yeah. I've also left this place, and I'm not done yet either. I'm probably going to do more. I've left it in better shape than I found it. When I had my fire, I went around collecting twigs, and there's still lots of them I can see, but I burned off a lot of it. And I've been picking up pine cones, but it's a losing battle. I've probably picked up, I don't know, 100, 150. There's still a lot left. And it's a little sad, like in here, you know, I mean, out here, I'm starting to realize you just don't worry that much about camping near your prep area. But if you had 4 or 5 people, that'd be a nice spot, except that there's horse dung in there. So I don't know if someone tied up their horses in there or if they just scooped it up and threw it in there. Anyway, what do you do? Man, I had a really hard time putting down my supper. I'm having absolutely no problem eating everything. Well, at least I wasn't. And I didn't eat my fruit bar, I didn't eat my protein bar. That's 450 calories, and I still had problems putting down my supper. Like, it took a long time. But I know that I need the calories, so. Anyway, I'm in good shape for the rest of my trip. Trick is now to just not get cocky. Just take it 1 kilometer at a time. I've got lots of those to go, so. Tomorrow on chowing. Good night.